This is Dolores, the pastor's daughter, and this is episode 2 of Divorcing My Father. I'm choosing to share my story now because I can no longer stay silent about the truth of my existence. I am divorcing my father, a religious narcissist and pastor, because of the years of dehumanization, control, and manipulation that I've endured at his hands. For far too long, I was treated not as a person with my own thoughts, feelings, and dreams, but as an object, a possession, and a tool to uphold his image and authority. My father's role as a pastor gave him a platform of power, but behind closed doors, that power often translated into control over my life. My autonomy was stripped away. My choices, whether about education, career, relationships, or even the way I expressed myself, were dictated by his expectations. I was not allowed to exist as myself. I had to exist as the daughter who served his narrative, who upheld his carefully crafted image of morality and righteousness. Criticism and belittlement were regular tools used to keep me in line, leaving me questioning my worth and capabilities. If I challenged his authority, I was met with emotional manipulation, shaming, or being painted as ungrateful and rebellious. His love always felt conditional, tethered to how well I performed to his vision. Over time, this treatment eroded my self-esteem and distorted my understanding of love, trust, and identity. I am telling my story now because I've come to the realization that staying silent only perpetuates the cycle of harm. My silence protected his image at the expense of my own healing and freedom. By speaking out, I am reclaiming my voice and asserting my right to live as a whole, autonomous individual, not as an extension of his ego or a pawn in his religious persona. Divorcing my father is not a decision I made lightly. It is a painful but necessary step to protect my mental health, my emotional well-being, and my future. It's about breaking free from the toxic dynamics that have held me captive and choosing to prioritize my growth and healing. I'm telling my story because I want to inspire others who may be trapped in similar circumstances. I want to help them to recognize their worth and their right to set boundaries, to seek freedom, and to tell their truth. This is my stand for myself, for my story, and for my future. My journey is no longer about fulfilling someone else's expectations. It's about discovering who I am and living authentically, free from the shadow of manipulation and control. You see, I never realized I was gifted in discernment until I began the journey of writing my first book. It was during the healing process, as I pieced together my story and unpacked the layers of my experiences, that I discovered this gift. What I initially thought were simply observations or instincts turned out to be a deeper ability to perceive truth, to see through complexities, and to make sense of the dynamics that had shaped my life. Through the act of writing, I found clarity, not just about my past, but about the patterns, the relationships, and the behaviors that had influenced my journey. Discernment became a guiding light, helping me to navigate the pain, uncover hidden truths, and recognize what was real versus what I had been conditioned to accept. This newfound awareness not only transformed my understanding of my story, but also became a tool for empowerment. Discernment gave me the courage to set boundaries, to make healthier choices, and to view my experiences through a lens of growth and healing rather than victimhood. Writing my first book was not just an act of expression. It was the revelation of a gift I had carried all along, waiting to be uncovered. Recording my father gave me the proof I needed, the undeniable evidence of the manipulation, control, and emotional harm that I had experienced for so long. For years, I doubted myself, questioning whether I was overreacting or misinterpreting his actions. Gaslighting had left me unsure of my own reality, making it difficult to trust my perceptions or speak out about the truth of what I endured. But the recordings changed everything. They became a mirror reflecting the very dynamics I had felt but struggled to articulate. Hearing his words replayed was both painful and liberating. It validated my experiences and confirmed that the abuse and objectification I had faced were not figments of my imagination. The recordings were the proof I needed to affirm my story, not just to others, but to myself. They gave me the clarity and the strength to take the next step toward healing and freedom. Sharing my truth is no longer something I do with hesitation or fear. The recordings have solidified my resolve, empowering me to reclaim my narrative and shine a light on the patterns that kept me silent for so long. The truth, once captured, became the foundation for my liberation. My expose isn't just about my mother, but in a way it also is. She's somebody's daughter too, and her story is intricately woven into mine. That's why I begin this book by giving you a glimpse into her journey, understanding her experiences as a daughter and the challenges she faced, and the dynamics that shaped her. It ultimately provides context for my story, her pain, her life, and her decisions are threads in the fabric of my existence. By exploring her story, we see how cycles can persist across generations, influencing who we become and the relationships we build. This isn't about blame, it's about understanding, breaking the cycles, and finding healing for daughters everywhere, including her. This is Delores, the pastor's daughter. I love you. And remember, you are important to me. I need you to survive. Stay tuned for episode 3. Bye-bye for now.